Did you know that nearly 70% of wealthy families lose their fortunes by the second generation? That's a staggering statistic that shows how hard it is to maintain wealth. But why does this happen? The answer often lies in mindset. While many people focus on quick wins and short-term gains, the rich play the long game. They think decades ahead, building strategies that set them apart. In this video, we'll explore how the rich think differently. We'll uncover their secrets to long-term success in life and money. You'll discover how they are born into vision, how they craft futures instead of paychecks, and why they prioritize learning for leverage. Are you ready to learn the strategies that can change your financial future? Stick around as we dive into how the wealthy build and sustain their fortunes while most people are stuck chasing short-term goals. Your journey to a long-term mindset starts now. Chapter 1. Born into vision. The rich aren't just born into money. Many think the rich are simply born into wealth, but the truth is deeper. Wealthy families pass down something more valuable than money: vision. From a young age, children in these families are taught to think long-term. Consider this. 90% of wealth is lost by the third generation, according to the Williams Group Wealth Consultancy. Yet, some families break this pattern by teaching their kids to focus on legacy, not just luxury. Warren Buffett once said, "Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." Wealthy families plant seeds early. In these homes, kids are encouraged to think about building something that lasts. For example, they learn about compound interest and the power of delayed gratification early on. Instead of focusing on the latest gadget or trend, they think about how small actions today build their future. This doesn't mean they don't enjoy life, they do. But they know there's a balance. They learn to ask questions like, how does this choice affect me in 10 years? Most of us ask, how does this make me feel today? Chapter 2. Crafting a future, not a paycheck. How the rich live for tomorrow. The rich don't live for instant rewards. They live for future gains. While others may be focused on buying the next flashy item, wealthy individuals think in terms of assets and investments that grow over time. Data supports this mindset. A study by Fidelity found that 88% of millionaires are self-made, meaning they didn't just inherit wealth. These individuals built wealth by living below their means and investing wisely. One way they do this is by crafting their environment. They often live in places where opportunities for growth are endless, places like Silicon Valley or New York City, where connections and business opportunities are abundant. Moreover, the rich spend money on things that bring future returns. For instance, instead of splurging on a fancy car, they'll buy rental properties or stocks. Over time, those assets increase in value and provide passive income. It's all about creating a cycle of wealth that pays off in the long run. Take Jeff Bezos. He famously chose to reinvest Amazon's profits into growth rather than taking home large paychecks in the company's early years. His focus wasn't on the now, it was on the future of e-commerce. Chapter 3. Learning for leverage. Why the rich study what others ignore. The rich don't just learn to get good grades or earn degrees. They learn for leverage. They focus on knowledge that compounds over time and gives them an edge in the long run. Billionaire investor Charlie Munger once said, "Develop into a lifelong self-learner through voracious reading, cultivate curiosity, and strive to become a little wiser every day." This idea of continuous learning isn't just about school or traditional education. In fact, many of the world's wealthiest people, like Richard Branson and Steve Jobs, either dropped out of school or didn't follow a traditional education path. Instead, the wealthy focus on learning things that other people often ignore, things like understanding tax strategies, market trends, or even human behavior. They seek out knowledge that helps them navigate future challenges. For instance, real estate moguls learn about market cycles, while tech entrepreneurs study future technologies like AI and blockchain. Data supports this, too. A 2019 study by the National Bureau of Economic Research found that wealthy people spend significantly more time planning their investments and educating themselves on financial trends than average income individuals. They know the value of preparing for the long term, not just reacting to the present. Books like The Intelligent Investor, by Benjamin Graham are staples in many wealthy households. They teach the power of patience in investing, learning when to hold onto an asset and when to let go, all with the future in mind. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. This way, you won't miss out on more tips about building wealth and thinking long-term. Chapter 4. Building legacies, not careers. How the rich approach their work. While many people work for a paycheck or to climb the corporate ladder, the wealthy focus on building something that outlasts them, a legacy. They think about creating value that stretches beyond their lifetime. For example, entrepreneurs like Elon Musk or Oprah Winfrey didn't just aim to make a good salary. They built companies, brands, and movements that would change entire industries. They think long-term, asking, how will this impact the future? Rather than, what will I get out of it right now? Interestingly, a report by UBS found that 77% of wealthy individuals view their business ventures as a way to leave a legacy, not just a means to generate income. Their work is about more than immediate profit. It's about building something that can grow and evolve over time. When the wealthy invest in businesses, they do it with an eye on sustainability. They focus on creating systems, hiring the right people, and developing a company culture that will thrive even when they're no longer in charge. Think of Jeff Bezos stepping down as Amazon's CEO, but the company continues to grow because of the systems he put in place. They understand that short-term sacrifices lead to long-term success. Mark Zuckerberg famously rejected short-term buyout offers for Facebook in its early days because he saw a bigger future ahead. That decision allowed him to grow the company into a global powerhouse worth billions. Chapter 5. Teaching wealth, not just money. How the rich pass down knowledge. Wealthy families don't just pass down money. They pass down the knowledge and tools needed to keep that wealth growing. This focus on education, especially financial literacy, is one of the key reasons they maintain their wealth over generations. A study by the National Endowment for Financial Education found that only 24% of millennials demonstrate basic financial literacy. In contrast, wealthy families make it a priority to teach these skills to their kids from a young age. They discuss things like investing, saving, and entrepreneurship around the dinner table. These aren't topics left for adulthood, they start early. Take the Rockefeller family, for example. John D. Rockefeller's family still holds substantial wealth today, generations later, because they emphasize teaching financial management and philanthropy to each new generation. They're not just giving their kids money, they're giving them the tools to grow that wealth. This focus on teaching also extends beyond financial knowledge. Wealthy families often emphasize values like resilience, patience, and risk management. These traits help ensure that their children can handle the pressures of maintaining and growing wealth. As Warren Buffett has said, the best investment you can make is in yourself. Teaching kids to think long-term also involves exposing them to real-world experiences. They might be encouraged to start their own small businesses or manage part of the family's investment portfolio. These hands-on lessons teach them how to make smart financial decisions and, more importantly, how to think strategically. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more insights on building wealth and adopting a long-term mindset. Join our community and start thinking about your financial future today.